And here go Hanzos on King's Row. Scatter arrow. Oh, and Baud gets taken out. Dear, oh dear. That is a little bit awkward. They were not expecting that. And this is like an old school cheapo trick. Unfortunately, Melty getting caught out just a little bit by that. Talespin switching over to Farah now as we start on King's Row. Reaper trying to do a bit of damage. That, I believe, is Kabal. But he's not able at the moment to make too much of a dent. And EnVyUs have come out of the blocks exploding here.
Yeah, Talespin on the point. He's actually doing some huge damage. Actually gets up, shoots a nice big rocket up, not quite getting the kill on the opposing side. Pharaoh. There's only Baud and Degun left at this point, and he's zoning both of them out. This point already getting to that first checkpoint on its ticker, and it's looking good here for Envy.
Yeah, this is very, very good indeed. Taimou got a couple of kills in the middle of that melee as well, although we were watching Farah when that happened. So the first point has now been taken. He wants to see where... Oh, wow. Almost getting a shot off on Farah mid-air there. And we have the opposing team now, Melty, trying to come out in force to stop this attack. Moon holding the front there with Reinhardt.
Yeah, but the shield's taken a lot of pressure right now. Actually ends up dropping it, realizing he just line of sight for the time being. Rebuild that. And yeah, look at this. They've got Baud just covering that right hallway in the top corner, making sure no one can come down there. And then the Reinhardt in the front, but the Dragon going forward. Not going to get anyone, it looks like.
No, Taimou doing a good job of clearing the way for that, to be honest, because that does allow the payload up front just a little bit. But unfortunately, that's about it. Baud now trying his best to pop in and do as much damage as he can. INTERNETHULK, though, having absolutely none of it. He's popping around with Winston and says, I actually think you're not getting anywhere close to this.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Envy has already made some good progress. INTERNETHULK holding the side, diving into the sky right now, as we did hear the Earth Shredder go down on top of it. And the rain from above, going to be able to pick off INTERNETHULK very nicely.
Oh, and Flippy potentially with a lot of kills. Graviton's only managing to get one, but teammates managing to get two more. And there's the ultimate once again coming out of Taimou. Again, doesn't kill anyone, but does clear a massive road in the middle of that payload. Baud sitting in the control point. There's not too much he can do right now.
That was an absolute massive res from Chips, and on top of it, he didn't die. A lot of times when you see a Mercy get a big res, they're diving into the middle of the fight and sacrificing themselves in turn. But in this situation, it was just pure value, and they got so much push out of it.
Well, you have to be able to time those ultimates as Mercy. It's not as simple as, oh, teammates die, let's go ahead and res. You need to know where they were, you need to know who's going to be surrounding you, and where your position's going to be. So a lot of thought goes into that. Just very well done there, like you said, Jake, from chipshajen. And now they're moving back up atop. Oh, and Flippy gets taken out from up above on Widowmaker. That was a really nice wipe there, coming out from INTERNETHULK, who initiated that. And we have the sound barrier to try and push even further, but unfortunately, the payload will not stop moving forward.
Yeah, that looks like it's going to be it. INTERNETHULK still has that ultimate ready. Doesn't even have to use it. Just going to spend it in the final moments. Well done there from Envy, setting a pretty convincing time.
That was a massively quick time on King's Row. I believe that... I'm not sure if it's sub 4 minutes. Let's put it that way. And here's that massive res you were talking about.
I mean, this is just what enabled them to keep that push going. You see how many people got pulled into
5! That was a 5 res.
Huge. I mean, that was game-changing.
Very, very nice. 67% of team deaths resurrected. What can you say about that? 3 minutes and 17 seconds.
God.
Dude.
Yeah.
Dude.
Envy's pretty good at this game.
Turns out EnVyUs are pretty good at this game.
Yeah.
It's alright. 317 is not the fastest I've ever seen King's Road completed, but it might be the fastest I've seen King's Road completed in a game that I've cast. I think I've seen scrims that are slightly faster. But the absolute fastest physical time, if you just walked out and took the point straight away and moved, I think is something like 2 minutes 45. So
holy crap. Yeah, that's so very close to that too. I mean, we talked about the cheese that they opened up with, the 4 Hanzo just throwing scatter shots. The little things, like they immediately picked off that Pharah. And by disabling, one of the primary damage dealers on the defense, that first point wasn't even a contest. They just went and they swept it. So from there, it was pretty much smooth sailing. I mean, there was very little wind for them, against them at least.
Yeah, they did a fantastic job from start to finish there. Hanzo's little bit of a cheesy trick, but you know what? It costs you a grand total of 2 or 3 seconds to duck back into the point and just re-pick your hero. And that Pharah took 30 more seconds to come back, so always useful. HarryHook, this game around, is going to be his normal Soldier 76. chipshajen once again on Mercy, of course. INTERNETHULK is going to be playing a little bit of Roadhog. That's actually quite cute as a spray, by the way.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised to see no Symmetra on defense at this point. I mean, it's really powerful utility. Not only do you have the teleporter, but the portals that you throw on the side. And we do see that quite commonly here for point A on King's Row. But I'm curious what we're going to see happen on the offense side here for Melty.
Well, I mean, I'm not sure we're actually going to be seeing Hanzo's, but he did make himself seen at the top there. There we go. Usually they try and hide that if that goes on. Degun on Winston is actually going to be moving over to the left. Okay, we actually have everyone moving down via the left here. That's important as we start off. 5 minutes to go. Oh, and a Fire Strike instantly hitting a ridiculous amount and taking Nico down to 50% hit points. So, unfortunately for them, EnVy know exactly where they're coming from, and here we go.
All right, Degun getting right on the point right now, just trying to zone everyone away there on the Winston, actually diving into the sky towards Talespin on Pharah. And they've actually wiped 4 out of 6 members. Talespin is incredibly low. He goes down as well, and this will be a quick cap for Melty.
This is even faster for Melty. They're taking the game to their opponents here, and Nico is now moving back, trying to go towards the back lines. He's looking for the opportunity to pick off a potential Mercy. Can't quite do it. But this flank is going to be extremely annoying for everyone to deal with. Cocco managing to pick off on Reinhardt, and that's because Taimou came down with the flashbang, I believe. And now we have EnVy moving back to try and stall the payload as long as possible.
Yeah, so the payload has just come out of the gates at this point in time. We see Nico once again on that Reaper, going to try to get into the back line. He's actually teleporting up. Will there be anyone waiting for him yet? Talespin is right around the corner. Not able to get any rockets in the face, though.
Yeah, and managing to raid form as soon as he moved out there. We actually have Reaper versus Reaper. Oh my god! Zarya's shield, Death Blossom. Thank you very much. Good night, sir. And oh my goodness, if EnVyUs were not worried before, they have got to be worried now.
Okay, that execution was flawless. I mean, we saw the speed boost from Lucio and the shield from Zarya to just enable an unstoppable Death Blossom that just shredded the entire team, like easily play of the game. We thought this would be an impossible match to beat that 317, which was set by EnVyUs.
They're faster.
But Melty is on point right now.
They're straight up faster. This is madness. Melty are taking this to EnVyUs. Oh, and Talespin looking to blunt, actually, the offense with a very good pickoff on Nico. Degun manages to res before she dies as well, so there's no more Mercy, no more res available for the attacking team. Is this going to be the opportunity that EnVyUs need to shut this down? But Melty have shown such a strong resolve so far here on King's Row.
All right, Baud is really just trying to take out the Mercy Chips. He knows that Chips has that res available, and if he cannot thwart her, there's no way they can stop that res from coming through.
Okay,
doesn't even need to happen. Just too much damage from Talespin on Pharah, cleaning up 3 members of the offensive Melty.
Yeah, that was, I mean, brutal. That was very, very sustained, and Melty did a really good job of getting to this point, but they have to not just get back there, but cap the point now with this push. If they get wiped again, that's it. There's no way back.
Yeah, they're going to do their best. Talespin is actually going deep, popping his heroic ability, the ultimate ability, doing a lot of damage, picking up just the single kill on Zarya. But the trades happen as Nico manages to take out Taimou.
Nico being hunted down now by Talespin, and Talespin will find his target. chipshajen does have a res available as well on the part of EnVyUs. So there is potential for a long sustained fight. Degun, though, has his as well. We need to be careful who gets whose supports killed off first. There is the second control point very, very close by. Degun dies at 100%. I think that's going to potentially be it for Melty.
Yeah. I don't know if they can stop this now. The GG is
There's
actually
the GG.
called.
Wow.
Talespin is a beast. Dude, I love watching his Pharah more than just about anything else in this game. Like, good Pharah play is beyond satisfying.